natural home births.
Meditation.
Elimination, communication.
Affirming yourself.
Continuum.
Self-massage.
A voice calling from within our core.
What are we here for? We realize that our power lies
in how we live our lives.
And how we choose to show up.
So we choose to show up as rooted crowns. And this is our living prayer. Birth from the earth.
On a path to reclaim our name.
Nature, ancestral medicine to heal our home. We sow this prayer in our bodies between many hands and upon our land.
In direct response to self-hate, forced scarcity, and climate change.
But it's simple for real. We plant food forests and concrete jungles.
Inspiring youth to lead us out this struggle.
Nourishing our bodies as living proof.
Sharing all we do to amplify this truth.
Yeah, we documenting it all.
Bringing it to you so you can feel this call in person, online.
Yeah, we standing tall, rooted crowns. Let's rock with it, y'all.
I realized that I would go no other way than through a natural home birth. So I studied an approach called hypnobirthing. And again, what that is, as put in modern context, is really traditional wisdom. So it goes to the idea that we each have within us the power to command change through our mind. We have the power to change our ideas about anything. And so with home birthing, the first thing you have to do is change your mind about it, because if you think about it, from when you were little and you watched a movie about a woman having birth, if it wasn't, the movie wasn't about that. If it's 3 minutes a baby or whatever, what's the woman always doing on the table? Screaming. Bloody murder. She's cussing up right. The men are like, I don't want to be there. The women are like, you have to be there. Then you get there and then they fight you. And it's horrible, but you don't realize we've been programmed or hypnotized from our earliest years into believing that birth is this this traumatic thing. And it's the most natural thing. It's the thing that we women have been given as a gift, but somehow God, in all his fury and anger and hatred of humans, that's not true, made it painful for us. Like, that doesn't even make sense. So we have to go back and think about a time before the American Medical Association realized that it would be a great profit to trick women into coming into a place for healing broken bones and easing you through death, or not easing you through death. That should also be the place where we birth children. So, with that being said, you have to change your mind. And when you're changing your mind about it, you start reprogramming the truth. And so the truth is, my body was made for this. The truth is, I'm loved by the divine source. And so this gift that is coming through me is my partnership with Creator. And therefore, it's going to be beautiful and powerful and everything amazing.
So we talked about how we were going to couple this with lifestyle practices that you can do that combine with these practices. So like gentle birthing can be coupled with gentle being, which is like what I see as meditation. So would anybody be interested in learning a meditation technique really quickly?
Yes.
Okay. For me, there's infinite mantras. There's so many mantras you can use. My favorite mantra is a combination of the sound M, which is like a closing sound, the sound Wa, which is an opening sound, and the sound O, which is the wholeness sound. Om, a lot of people do Om. It could be Wa, it could be whatever it is, but you're listening for this combination of sounds, and you're just listening. You can spend 20 minutes doing that. Just listening for these sounds, and then your thoughts arise, you get caught up in the thought, you realize you're thinking, you give thanks, and you return to listening for this sound. That's the meditation.
Wow.
Okay? The second technique we're going to do with this being is...
It's a technique called elimination, communication.
Can anybody guess what that means?
Moving your bowels? No.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it does.
It has something to do with that, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so the key to this technique is to, right off the bat, early on, to be in tune with the child's elimination.
Peeing and pooping.
Yeah, just like being able to see the cues that the child shows, where they're like...
They always, like babies, they actually communicate before they pee or poo, because they don't want to pee or poo on themselves. They don't want that. They have a natural inclination not to do that, but people generally don't pay attention to that. Yeah. So, but people have shown that you can take this baby and you can pay attention. You can put them on a potty, put them on a little, you know, bowl or whatever, and then just make it sound like psst or and they'll poo and they'll pee. So the way that I was connecting this with the lifestyle thing is communicating with your child and their fundamental needs. You can also communicate with yourself and your fundamental needs. And I think the way that you can, one of the ways that you can do that is by affirming yourself. So Ifa Kemi was talking about this with her affirming that the experience of birth was going to be one that was beautiful, one that was positive, one that she could stay relaxed in. And it's like you can do that at all times in your life. You can affirm that you're going to have a good day. You can affirm that you're going to approach things with wellness. And it's actually really important to affirm in these ways because it's the fundamental voice you hear every single day for the rest of your life is going to be your own. So it's important to consciously co-create the life that you choose. And affirming, the one really important thing with affirming is never affirm a negative statement. So it's like you can't affirm I'm not going to do something because you communicate I and this thing to the universe, whether you put a not in it or not. So it's really important to always be positive with your affirmations and also to have a kind of emotional experience with it so that you're feeling it just as much as you're saying it.
The key to that is almost like you're using your emotion to infuse the intentions that you're setting. Another traditional,
the third final thing
the final one that we want to share with y'all.
We want to share.
Yeah, is another traditional technique, indigenous practice called Continuum.
Or attachment parenting.
I mean, you can just call it mothering or parenting.
Holding.
But holding, right? It's just the principle is that the baby until the baby is ready to crawl.
And it starts squiggling out of your arms.
The baby will be on one of our bodies or somebody's touching somebody, in contact with somebody until that time, without separation. So, you know, that involves sleeping, you know, close to the baby. You know, having the baby wrapped and tied to the body.
With a carrier. Somebody got us a carrier. Who gave us a carrier?
Oh, for real?
Tim? Where's Tim?
Oh, shout out to Tim. When he comes out, we gonna
he gave us our first carrier, so we're super excited to get that, to use it. Yeah,
he said it's actually coming today.
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know how to use it. We have to learn how to like tie it, because I don't know. I'll figure it out.
We're really looking forward to experimenting with all the different, you know,
ways to hold the baby, because we're going to be holding the baby for 6 months. It's going to be like being pregnant. But Lev gets to take the load off sometimes.
Yeah, this will be my time to be pregnant. As you can see, you know, Ife's been making my life so easy, you know, just empowering herself, taking pregnancy like...
You're lying, shut up, Janelle. Yeah, pregnancy, I'm just so grateful that pregnancy has not been debilitating at all. It's been beautiful, and I'm just really grateful that I've been inspired by Lev's support and by Kemi's inspiration and just everything. I've just been flowing. And just the one other lifestyle thing I want to connect with Continuum in relationship to honoring the body of the baby is also honoring your own body. And that's self-massage. I don't know, Lev, you're the massage therapist. Can you give them a technique?
I mean, there's some really simple ways, some easy ways. They make, you know, rollers. I like to take bamboo, and I can even, like, with my legs, I'll knead my legs with bamboo. You can use smooth stones. I even sometimes take a jar, fill it with water, and then wrap a towel around it, and then rest my neck on it.
Water?
Yeah. Well, no, hot water. Hot water in the jar, so you can have the heat. And it's better than a heating pad, like an electrical heating pad or one of those squishing heating pads, because it helps when you have moisture. So even if you wet the towel and then you apply the heat seeps into the muscle tissues. And you can even, you know, wherever you can reach. So stretching and self-massage can go hand in hand. So you want to really, like, as you stretch your arms and your shoulders, try and reach as far back as you can. We hold a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders. And so you can really accompany stretching and rolling your joints, finding range of motion techniques that, you know, can just help you open things up here in the shoulders. You know, the same thing goes with your own back. You know, just seeing where you can touch and expanding, you know, that range a little bit. Not everybody's gonna be able to do what I'm doing, but the point is to meet yourself where you're at. We give thanks. We wanted to take this opportunity to kind of bring you into our journey as we move forward, bringing this ancestor through. We want to walk in the ways of the ancestors. You know, we give thanks.
We give thanks for you all. We love you all.
Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
You're a mess.
Who a mess?
Well, suppose a baby comes tonight. Now, wouldn't that be something to have a child today? And a baby comes in. And I like what you all did today. That was different. With the lady talking about the birthing thing and the meditation. How often do you see that though? That was neat. That was very nice. Enjoying your day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Trying to see your mama all the time.
You just got back.
I came back. No, they told me you were here.
We had such a wonderful event. It was so beautiful. I'm so happy everybody came out. Thank you everybody for coming out and supporting us.
That's okay.
Janaki, get some okra. Just taste it.
Keep her in my pocket anymore. I tried to.
Taste it, Janaki. Please. Taste a little tiny bit, please.
Look at this.
Taste it with rice.
I gotta get some footage of this food.
I was trying to get it before it's all gone.
Let's go re-roll. Okra, mono. You getting it in, Janaki?
Yes, my sister is making me try this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's that good goo. That's that good slime.
Oh my gosh.
Why? I could do this.
Look how round it is.
We won.
Look how round it is.
And if the baby is breached, we're gonna softly move and turn and turn. Yes, and turn.
I'm gonna
I could be
meditate.
here. Yeah.
You had that voice too.
YOM. We learned
Make
that
sure you
today.
breathe into your belly. Breathe into your belly.
But she said you can focus on one letter, two letters, or all three letters. Ife, I can be your doula, girl. I'm working it.
Jeez. I was actually taking a video, but it's so cute. It's so cute. Cheese. Say bye. Can you blow kiss?
Oh, wow. Oh, she's blowing.